here it is. He unfollowed him, and Chase liked the post. He liked the post. He did. He liked this post that he unfollowed them.
On a quick update about Motocross of Nations. As of Sunday morning, I got invited to, be on the team, whether it be MX2 or Open. And yeah, told them I was all in, changed my plans. Here back in Tallahassee now, and yeah, as of a few days ago, the plan was to either race the 450 or replace Hayden on the 250, given he's not ready. As of now, the update is I've turned into the backup rider for the 250 class. So a little bit hard to swallow my pride there, but I felt like it would be the wrong thing to do if I were to back out completely. So as of right now, I'm the backup 250 rider in case Hayden isn't ready. I just had my first day on the 250 here at the farm today. It went really well. Got all the testing out of the way. And yeah, just gonna go with the flow for now and be ready if they need me. If not, then go take some time off. But just want to give a big shout out to all my sponsors that, you know, all the gear companies that have gone.
Thank you, Justin Cooper. This whole situation is crazy, guys. We got Chase Sexton, you know, who got blasted, or I don't know what happened, man. There's like no footage of even how he crashed or what caused it, but clearly he is done. He is done with KTM. He's unfollowed them. If that doesn't tell you anything, then come on. If the guy won't leave it, he wouldn't unfollow the team online. So, and then also Jorge Prado, which these things are not surprises. These are just facts. So before we get into today's video, I just want to give a big shout out to the #1 sponsor of my video, which is Jesus Christ. And then next, check out the other sponsors as well. We got Eargoes for some earplugs. So you guys got a lot of, well, 2 options down there right now. So you got X15s, high fidelity, so you can still hear when you are protecting your ears. Okay, so if you guys are into riding, go to concerts or just go to list motorsports events, get you some Eargoes. 10% off on everything down there, by the way. We got Panic Rev, the motocross ministry, and we got Soda Fuel, which is electrolytes. And of course, all these things play into this beautiful sport that we have. So let's get right into it. All right, we're just gonna dive right into this right here from Dirt Bike Lover MX, from his Instagram page. Brian Deegan revealed Pro Circuit SMX plan on YouTube comments. Yes, so I'm gonna read this for those of you driving. It says, just think about it. Pro Circuit's plan almost worked. Take out Hayden because we cannot beat him straight up. Have one of our non-championship guys do it so Seth has a better shot at winning. And it almost worked. They're willing to be shady and be okay with Hayden and Joe taking each other out to win the championship. They would have went up there gladly and accepted that trophy. Desperate times create desperate measures. So guys, in this sport, we have short-term memory loss, okay? We got long-term memory loss, all right? Of course, St. Louis, everything was good. Nope, none of this crazy stuff was happening. Nobody was talking about Deegan. Well, people were talking about Deegan in a sense. Some people just don't like the Deegans. They don't like Hayden Deegan, and that's just what it is, you know? I like all these guys. I respect all of them as riders. I really could care less about people's off the track life because that's not my place, okay? That's just where I'm at, all right? I watch dirt bikes because I love dirt bike racing, dirt bike riding, and Kitchen, like I even went back and was like, you know, I was blown away. I was like, dang, why would he like take both of them out like that? It seemed really personal. And then I came to learn Levi Kitchen doesn't know how to ride aggressive. So he did what he did. And it just happened, you know, but either way, considering Mitch Payton's comments and how he supported the move, I would say there is some truth to what the Deegans are saying here. So that's how it started. It started with a team decision, which was Pro Circuit, Levi Kitchen, to come in and just take the points leader out. All right, Levi Kitchen could have did that with anybody in any corner. He chose Hayden, okay? I don't think it's anything personal. I think it was in regards to championship titles and points and this playoff system. And stick with me, guys, because that's where we're headed. We're headed into, I don't even give my opinion on this type of stuff. I've been blasted in the comments, just righteous anger down there because I'm a follower of Jesus, and they're like, oh, these guys up for aggressive riding and this kid, like, I'm like, dude, I'm just watching dirt bikes. I don't think that has anything to do with my faith in Jesus Christ. Morality in sports, I mean, guys, there's so much stuff that goes on in sports. We can't even honestly go back and forth and stuff like this. And then plus, if we're going to tell the truth, let's tell the whole truth. This started with Pro Circuit, Levi Kitchen, and like I said, people have short-term memory loss. Deegan was not riding like people were saying he was riding. Like, I even had a new viewer of the sport, and they was like, you know, not even 2 years into the sport, and they're like, if this is how guys are going to ride every race, I'm like, but they don't. And Deegan does it. Like, you forget. Motocross, we weren't even talking about any of this stuff. He didn't need to. He just beat him. But someone put him in the situation where he has to now come out here and, yes, manipulate things. I have to force Joe into a mistake. We've talked, that's just a term in this sport. Like, it's not new. Oh, this guy's gonna have to force him into a mistake. Oh, he's gonna, you know, he might park him. Like, there's nothing new that happened here. What was new was seeing a guy who was, I guess this is what's new, was seeing a guy who is clearly faster than everyone else. I mean, he's running 450 pace. So I'm like, I respect that. Like, this is the best 250 rider out there. And I even had an Instagram commenter try to argue why Deegan is not really that good and he struggled to do it. So I'm like, what are we talking about? And then it hit me. I was like, you know, this has been a tough few weeks since Charlie Kirk. Like, honestly, people are just waking up. I've been woke up. I've been seeing all the atrocities, all the things happening in the world. But it's this social media and people's voice. People believe they have their opinion, their way is the way, and I'm not saying that. I'm sitting back saying that was an exciting race and that was entertaining, all right? And then people are coming for my character. I'm like, dang. So this is the world, and I just want to say on my channel, this is just dirt bike racing, man. What is going on here? Why are people taking it so serious? But I think just emotions are high. Also, from the spirit here, really be careful. There's a spirit of sabotage that comes out before Halloween. All right, there's witches and warlocks out there trying to stir the pot and try to sabotage us, even as brothers and sisters in Christ. Okay, that's what I don't like to see. That hurt my spirit last night to see my own brothers and sisters down there say I'm a lover of money. James Stewart said he was slashing Malcolm's tires out there, if you know, with the Hunter and Jet. It's like, oh, my brother can come out here and beat me like that. No one took him serious. All right, it's just lighthearted. It's just fun. We're just talking, and I'm doing the same thing, right? So this is just fun and entertaining. And then I'm still gonna stand by saying, if Deegan wanted to hurt Joe, he could have hurt Joe. Come on, guys, really think about it. Hayden has no ill will towards Joe. I know he respects him, but he's a champion. He went out there and he raced with a goal, and that was to win the championship. And that's, in order to win, ask yourself this: how could he win the championship? Hope something happens to Joe, or he's going to have to force the issue. He forced the issue, and rightfully so. People did not like him forcing the issue. Hey, look, that's okay. All right, everyone's entitled to their own thing, their own opinion. But for me, it was entertaining. It was the whole race was fun to watch for 250s, before and after the Moto 1, Moto 2. So that's enough of that. But next, we got, here it is. He unfollowed him, and Chase liked the post. He liked the post. He did. He liked this post that he unfollowed them. How do you think Chase feels after that crash and dealing with this team? I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea. What it seems like to me is he's been silent lately about the bike and bike setup, I think, because he knows he's transitioning. Whereas guys like Tom Vial, he's been voicing like, hey, this is just what's going on. We have problems. Chase hasn't said anything. I think this is his way of showing us like, look, yeah, I've been dealing with stuff with this bike and I'm just done. There's no need. Things may be signed, they may be inked, but he's clearly, he has no obligation to these guys. So I'm not, and just to be clear, I'm not mad at this, and this is not drama or anything. This is the truth. This is what Chase did, not what I did. All right. Jesus saved us on the cross and said he's the way, the truth, and the life. I didn't say that. That's what Jesus said. All right. So I'm just reporting facts here. But look at this. Chase Sexton Glazer. It must be a Chase Sexton Glazer already created, unless we're doubling down on the glazing. But they said I noticed that yesterday. That is hilarious to me. But anyways, I do feel bad for Chase in the sense of that crash. It was hard and horrific for me to watch. And I know everything he's been through, and I can imagine how tough it is for him to go out here and just continue to even have the will to want to perform. Not even just because of his career, but man, for us, like as fans watching. So I can't wait to see what he has going on coming up next. And then Jorge Prado. I think this is the same day. Did Jorge like this? Said then, yeah, everybody's just hitting him with the, hey, Kawasaki won GP. The irony. Let's iron it out. So he comes over here, struggles on the American, AMA, whatever, Kawasaki. Meanwhile, Kawasaki, while he was dusting him over there GP on the Austrian bike, Roman Feb gets it done on the Kawasaki. The irony there is insane to me. It's crazy. It's crazy. Think about that. Let it sink in. Let it marinate. Just let it marinate. All right. Let it render. There it is. There it is. That's crazy. All right. Nothing wrong with the bike. It's the rider. I remember growing up, that's what my godfather told me. My dad too. And it was like, look, it ain't the bike, it's the rider. Okay? There's some truth to that. However, I will agree that as a rider, I have felt uncomfortable on a bike before, and I understand what Prado is going through. But man, same thing. I hope he figures it out. I hope he gets on a team and figures the bike out and shows us what he is really made of, what he can really do. Because he did not go over there and win 2 MXGP championships on a whim. I don't believe that. Not 2 in a row. That's not a whim right there. You racing guys, or you racing some tough guys. You racing the guy who just won, Roman Feb. So, guys, how do you feel about this? And we're gonna wrap it up here. Let's see. Oh yeah, this was cool. Y'all see this? Jason Anderson bike, they're saying that's Anderson bike right there. Wow. If y'all didn't hear or see this yet. Anderson on the Suzuki. How do you guys feel about Hayden Deegan racing for America? How do you guys feel about the sport? Because I would say what happened in the 250 class, from what I'm seeing in the comments, there are some just upset people with the sport. If AMA only penalty, as I'm saying, a soft penalty, and like, look, the sport is okay with this. The sport is okay. These guys, they don't plan on going anywhere, but the fans have a voice, and we hear it. I hear it in my comments. They hear it in their comments. And these, like, I just want to say, man, just be careful, especially if you're a brother in Christ. Like, I didn't go to Levi Kitchen's page and blast him in his comments. Like, come on. I was like, whoa, you know, that's crazy, you know? And then I commented on what Deegan was doing. Like, I try to keep my point and my opinion out of it, especially until I hear him speak. So once I heard Levi Kitchen speak, I'm like, oh, okay. I can, you know, it's very unsafe what he did, but I understand how and why it happened. Especially, and then hearing Mitch talk, I'm like, okay, this is the point of the playoffs. So we're going to wrap it up with this. I really want something good to throw up here. We'll just throw Hayden up here. Somebody's mad right now. Listen, who's to blame for all of this? All right, it's not me. All right, people are upset with me just for supporting this guy right here. And everyone loves Joe, of course. No one has any reason not to like Joe. And then we got PC. I don't hear anybody being upset with PC over this or Levi Kitchen anymore. Once again, short-term memory loss, okay? And I don't feel like I need my hater blockers for this. All right, I'm not hiding. Okay, but I was talking with my boy John over there at Atlas Motor Co. Check them out. We film every week. And man, something's gotta change. If the fan response, I don't know if they are looking at this failed entertainment. They want to provide a good product for you guys, something that is entertaining. And I believe if they're looking at numbers, they're gonna be like, this is it and we need to stay at it. Everybody was tuned in, everybody's talking about it. Comments are higher than ever before. But from a rider standpoint, rider safety, rider attitude, team strategies, that's where I believe some things may have to change in regards to the playoff system or SMX in general. I have no problem with the tracks, but if the double, triple points, which there's a part of me, I was like, this is the point of the points, you know, and I'm being careful not even to mention the money. I mention it because it is a factor. It is, all these things play a factor. They set this up, not me. I just commentate on it. But if the point, like a lot of guys in the lower tier, they get to make good money, and that's great for them because otherwise they're not making great money. It's great opportunities for them to build their brand, their business. So when we talk business, naturally we talk about money. All right, there's a difference from the love of money. Like there's a difference, okay? And I just feel like I'm just saying this because some people take me out of context. Like I don't know. I don't understand. So this video for me is a little more serious. But look, I come on here to have fun, talk dirt bikes seriously. This is me being serious. AMA, the powers that be, they set this up the way it is, and we don't know if there's going to be change. This is just what we got. And as a fan of the sport, I'm tuning in. I'm watching this. All right. If it is what it is, it is what it is. This sport has been up and down. All right. Especially when it comes to broadcast. In my opinion, it's in the best place it's ever been. I would say that. There's multiple ways you can view it. It's growing. We have excitement. We have things to talk about here. And that's why I love it. Okay. Nobody got hurt but the guy who was trying to win. Okay. That was Hayden. And it's just a collarbone. He's gonna be okay. So like I told someone in the comments not too long ago, I was like, you know, I pray for this guy the most. He needs it. All right. So let's stop as adults slamming a 19-year-old in the comments. That's a little immature in my opinion. And pray for the kid, especially if you're a believer in Christ. You know, I'm going to tune in and I'm going to be excited for every dirt bike race if something crazy goes on. That's me. So if you're for that or reactions like that, you're in the right place. If you're not, bye. I mean, I don't want anyone following me who doesn't want to follow me or subscribe. So you are free to go. Doesn't hurt me. All right. So with that being said, that's it. Wrapping up the video. I am starting some new YouTube channels, but I'm not going to share it with you guys until I get some posts up. So be on the lookout for that. If you made it this far, you're a real one. Thank you for watching. I don't even think I said all video. Subscribe if you haven't already. But let's turn up for nations. Prayers up for Deegan. All right, Team America over here. RJ, Tomac, Deegan says he feels stronger than before. And if you know, you know. When it comes to collarbones, that's very believable. So look at this. Who supports him after that toddler-like behavior, though? See, that's crazy. That's how we're treating the riders of this sport. But people have a platform and they can voice their opinions without any thoughts of repercussions. Just let people loose. All right, that's it. I'm out of here. Guys, read all these comments of people bashing the 19-year-old. That's crazy to me. All right, guys, catch you guys in the next video.